Well, the first thing to say is 0-0 draws go. What a game of football that was.
I think it was exciting from where I was stood, and by the end of the game, I think a lot of people appreciated that. As far as 0-0s go, that was probably one of the very similar to Boston away. End-to-end stuff. I don't think anybody knew who was going to win it. There was chances at either end, but that was fair play. I think the result was just about right.
You've played a really strong team tonight in Altrincham. They're going for the title clearly, and you may just have put a spanner in the works for them. I know you'll be disappointed not to have scored, but you've created 14 attempts on goal tonight. You can't do much more than that.
Well, we didn't have a rub of the green and little bits of stretches in trying to poke things in. It's not quite bouncing. It's not excuses, but I just think we weren't going to score. It didn't look as though we were going to score, but we've created more chances tonight than we've done in the last 3 or 4 games. So I've got to look half positive at that.
You changed things tactically tonight, and you gave Phil Jevons the job of being the focus of your attack tonight. Tell us your thinking there.
Well, the thinking is that when we've played in the formation we've had, it hasn't been sticking up there. We haven't bought any set plays, so to speak, and I just think Phil gave us that little bit of experience and a little bit of better technique in terms of receiving skills. And I thought he had a really good game tonight in terms of, that's not his normal position, but I thought he did really well.
Having said that, we've heard that Phil is finishing his football career at the end of this season, or his playing career, I should say, staying in football. He's going to be a big loss, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be a big loss, and we've known about this for the last 4 or 5 weeks, and he's going to be a big miss to the club. But some points in the life he changed direction. He's got a good job at Everton in coaching, and unfortunately, he's not allowed to play in that position. So, but he's had a remarkable season. I hope that when we play the last game here, he gets the honours that he deserves off the crowd, because I think everybody's looked up to him this year, and I think he's thoroughly deserved the applause that he's got.
I thought he was going to get his 20th goal late in the game today. That header, that was a chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and there was a couple of more when he was stretching little touches and just not quite going. Would have been nice for him to score and get a 3-pointer, but to be honest, I'm looking at the glass and I'm still looking at this half full tonight. And I think, say we haven't scored for quite a few games, but we've only conceded 2 in the last 6, I think it is. So, we're doing something right at one end of the pitch. Exciting game, effort from both sides, and for me, I thought it was a decent 0-0.
Well, you say the glass is half full, and I think you're right in what you say, because that's 3 successive clean sheets, all against teams pressing for promotion. In that sense, the first time that's happened this season in the league. So in that sense, something's working at that end, isn't it? You've become a very solid unit.
Yeah, I thought we got away with a couple of bits today, but I've got to say that people getting behind the ball at times when they had to, people tugging each other and making sure that we was hard to score against and had, for less created chances from the opposition. I thought we worked really hard off the ball today. Not a lot of polish for several parts of the game, but a lot of grit, a lot of energy, battling performance.
And a clean sheet against the top scorers in the division. I mean, up front they've got such a threat, haven't they? And they take one guy off and they bring on another one who's got 14 goals this season.
Yeah, I think what I would term the front four, both the wide players have got goals in them, and both the wide players created us problems, particularly in the first 20 minutes. I thought, coming in off the shape, took us a little bit of time to get used to that and to nullify it. But then we had a period in that half where we got strong. And then second half it was nip and tuck. And as I say, good game. I enjoyed the game. Fair play to them. They built a strong unit over the last 2 or 3 years. And it just goes to prove that if you've got a little bit of stability and you recognise the areas for improvement and you're allowed to do that, then hopefully, I think they're a good side. They're one of the best sides we've played, definitely. Played good football, and they deserve to be where they are.
I'm looking at your home form. It's 1 defeat in 11 now. It's a run that stretches back to the middle of December. So that's a platform, isn't it, to build on for next season?
Yeah, our home form has been good all season. I was disappointed when it got broken a few weeks ago. But again, I can understand why we've got a strong home record. The crowd give us massive support. I didn't feel as though we was getting any grief from any areas tonight. They were very supportive, and I think players respond to that. And it's a big uplifting experience for players to come in here and play in front of that size crowd.
It must help you as well. I know you're out speaking to players already for next season. In terms of your recruitment, I mean, County won't necessarily be the biggest payers at this level, but when you say to them, you know, they had a crowd of nearly 4,000 for a home game against Altrincham on a Friday night, that's it's quite some pull, that, isn't it, for a part-time player particularly?
It was a big selling point last year for Ian. When players came here, you know, we've come because it's Stockport County, and associated with Stockport County is the tradition and the crowd and the volume that we get on home games. It's not only at home games, you know, we'll probably take as many as they've got on Monday, and that's a testament to how they supported us through some not very good times. But hopefully we've tidied the place up a little bit now. We're able to bring our own players in, some really good targets. I'm just hoping once we get the season out of the way, first 2 or 3 weeks there, we'll be able to announce players coming into the club that are going to make a significant difference.
So 2 to go, 1 more home game, Harrogate, in just over a week's time, and then of course before that, Easter Monday at Colwyn Bay, a trip to the seaside on Easter Monday. Tough place to go though, the way they've played this season.
If you look at our running, the last half dozen games, we're playing teams that's been above us and have been in good form, and we've showed that we can go away and be resolute, and we've shown that we can be resolute at home, even against a good attacking side such as Altrincham tonight. And I'm hoping to carry on the clean sheets and just try and break the duck at the other end.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.